Then now we have the differences or peculiarities of this Bangsamoro people. Generally, they are different from one and another, though in some cases, of course, they have similarities, specifically talking about their culture. The first one, habitation. Second, mode of subsistence. Third, intensity of contact. Fourth, cultural differences. Fifth, historical experiences. And the sixth one, intensity of Islamization. Number one, habitation means their immediate environment. For example, coastal dweller, sea dweller, or internal dweller. Second, mode of subsistence means their survival, their means of livelihood or source of income. For example, farming, fishing, mat weaving, and others. The third one, intensity of contact. This means their exposure to outsiders. So among the Moro group, Somali's group of people in Sulu are the most exposed to the outsiders because their territories are highly accessible, since at the time the means of transportation is the use of boat or ships. The fourth one is cultural differences. By nature, these people have different culture and practices. Though, as I said, in some cases, they might have similarities. For example, in the case of marriage, language, so they might differ in terms of how they get married. They might differ also in terms of how they speak, how they pronounce words. There are those having difficulty, for example, in speaking English. It is because they live in the mountainous area of Mindanao, and some of them might be a soft-speaking people because they live in the coastal areas of Mindanao. And the next one is historical experiences. The best example is their encounter to colonizer. The next one is historical experiences. So when we talk about historical experiences, this group of people have different experiences. For example, when we talk about their encounter to the colonizer. Among the 13 Moro group, the most exposed to the colonizers are the Tausug, the Ilanon, the Maguindanaon, and the Maranao. And last but not the least, the intensity of Islamization. In relation to the intensity of contact, this simply means those people in the accessible areas are the first exposed to Islamization. In other words, they were the first to expose themselves in Islam and be converted to the faith. So among the 13 Moro group, very obvious that the first Islamized groups, possibly those from the Sulu archipelago. So these are the differences or peculiarities of the Bangsamoro people. And the most common thing among these 13 Moro group is that they are all Muslims and known today as the Bangsamoro. So that's all for our discussion on the people of Mindanao, Sulu, and Palawan. Thank you.